Welcome, deep divers. Today, we're really diving into a crucial part of the Ramayana. We're looking at the Aranya, Kanda, the Book of the Forest. In this section, it's a huge shift. We're moving away from, palace life in Ayodhya and plunging right into the wilderness, into exile. So our mission today is to unpack this part, really get into the story, but also the deeper meanings, the insights. How does this time in the forest set everything else in motion, especially the big war that's coming?
Exactly. And it's not just about adventure, is it?
Yeah.
It's quite poignant, actually. We see Rama, Sita, and Lakshmana living as ascetics. It's about their spiritual journey, their encounters, but also, confrontations. And this absolutely devastating tragedy, it really makes you think about strength, not palace strength, but inner strength forged in hardship.
That's a great way to put it. Okay, so let's start with that transition from, well, total luxury to basically nothing. Entering the Dandakaranya forest, for anyone familiar with the story, it's just, wow, such a stark contrast. How does this life, this enforced simplicity and self-discipline, how does that shape them, their dharma?
Well, it's interesting because even out there, they're guided. They meet these incredible sages. You have Sarabhanga, Sutikshna, and the really famous one, Sage Agastya.
Right. These aren't just random meetings then.
No, not at all. It feels purposeful. They get blessings, advice,
Yeah.
even divine weapons. It's like
Yeah.
the universe is subtly equipping them, preparing them for what's next.
And Agastya actually guides them somewhere specific, doesn't he?
Yes, he suggests Panchavati on the banks of the Godavari River. A good spot for them.
So they settle there for a bit. Lakshmana builds a hut.
He does, ever devoted. And for a while, things are relatively calm, peaceful, almost.
Like the quiet before the storm.
Precisely. A temporary respite.
Because that peace, it doesn't last long. Enter Shurpanakha.
Ah, yes. Shurpanakha. A powerful Rakshasa, a demoness.
And crucially, Ravana's sister.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And she sees Rama and is immediately, well, smitten. She tries to seduce him.
But Rama's completely devoted to Sita, so how does he handle that?
Gently, but firmly rejects her. And then, maybe a little playfully, maybe just to deflect, he points her towards Lakshmana.
Okay, so she tries her luck with Lakshmana.
Yes,
You know.
and Lakshmana. He rejects her too, maybe a bit more starkly.
So a double rejection. For someone like Shurpanakha, who seems quite powerful and proud, that must sting.
Oh, immensely. It's deep humiliation.
Yeah.
Publicly rebuffed by both brothers.
Then her reaction isn't subtle.
Not at all. The allure drops. She reveals her true, terrifying demon form.
And goes straight for Sita.
Lunges right at her. It's sudden, vicious. The danger is right there in their peaceful clearing.
So Lakshmana has to react fast.
Instantly, protectively, he draws his sword.
And this is where...
Yes, he cuts off her nose and ears. It's brutal, yes, but in the context of the epic, it's a profound shaming. A disfigurement meant to signal her transgression.
She flees then, completely humiliated.
Utterly. And burning with a need for revenge, that vow she makes. It changes everything.
And she acts on it immediately, goes straight to her brothers.
Right. Kara and Dushana. Powerful demons controlling that part of the forest.
She shows them her injuries, tells her story.
And demands vengeance. They are furious.
Their response is...
No, it's massive, isn't it? Not just a few demons.
No, they gather an army, 14,000 Rakshasas. Think about that number. All against Rama.
14,000 against one. I mean, Lakshmana's there, but the focus is Rama.
Primarily Rama, yes.
Yeah.
And this is where we see his divine power truly unleashed.
He takes them all on. Single-handedly.
Single-handedly annihilates the entire army. Kara, Dushana, all 14,000. His archery skills, his divine strength. It's an absolute display.
It really cements his role, doesn't it? Not just an exiled prince, but something much more.
Definitely. An avatar defending Dharma. But Shurpanakha, she's not done.
Still seeking revenge even after her brothers are defeated.
Even more so, perhaps. Now she flies all the way to Lanka, to the big boss, Ravana.
And what does she tell him? She's clever. She tells him about Rama's power, yes, but she also paints this incredibly vivid picture of Sita's beauty. She knows how to push Ravana's buttons, his pride, his lust, his desire for revenge.
So she's basically inciting him to go after Sita.
Precisely. Igniting that fatal desire.
And Ravana, being Ravana,
Yeah.
he comes up with a plan. A very cunning one.
Involving his uncle, Maricha.
Ah, Maricha, what's his role?
He's a shapeshifter. Ravana tells him to turn into a beautiful golden deer. Irresistible, magical.
The idea being...
to lure Rama away. Deep into the forest, chasing this captivating creature, leaving Sita vulnerable.
It's psychological manipulation, really.
Absolutely. And it works. Sita sees the deer.
And she's enchanted. She asks Rama to catch it for her.
She does. Rama, well, he's suspicious. He senses something isn't right about this deer.
But he goes anyway.
He does. He goes after it. Maybe out of love for Sita, maybe underestimating the ploy, he pursues it far from the hut.
And eventually realizes it's a trap.
Yes, he figures out it's Maricha in disguise
Yeah.
and shoots him with an arrow.
But Maricha has one last trick.
The cruelest one. As he's dying, he mimics Rama's voice perfectly.
And cries out.
Oh, Lakshmana. Oh, Sita.
Yeah.
A cry for help designed to sound exactly like Rama in distress.
Oh, that's chilling. And Sita hears this.
She hears it, and she's terrified. Thinks Rama is in mortal danger.
So she urges Lakshmana to go help him.
Frantically, she implores him. Lakshmana. He really doesn't want to leave her. He knows it could be a trick. He senses the danger.
So he argues with her, doesn't he? Tries to reassure her.
He does, but Sita's fear, maybe even her accusations against his loyalty, they compel him to go.
But not before doing one crucial thing.
The Lakshmana Rekha. He draws a protective line, a boundary around the hut.
And tells Sita absolutely not to cross it, under any circumstances.
Right. He understands its power, its protection. He leaves full of foreboding.
So now, Sita is alone, and the line is drawn.
The trap is sprung, both brothers are gone.
And Ravana makes his entrance.
But not as himself initially. He comes disguised as a sannyasi, a holy man, and ascetic.
Playing on Sita's piety and duty to offer hospitality.
Exactly. And Sita, seeing a revered figure, feels obligated. She steps across the line to offer alms. That single step, that single fateful step, driven by piety, by respect, it breaks the protection.
And Ravana reveals himself.
Instantly. Drops the disguise, shows his true fearsome form.
And just takes her.
Grabs her, forces her onto his flying chariot, the Pushpaka Vimana, and flies away, heading south towards Lanka.
It's the absolute core tragedy of this book, the abduction.
The turning point.
Yeah.
Everything leads to this and flows from this.
But the story isn't quite over for this Kanda. There's a witness.
Yes, a noble witness.
Yeah.
Jatayu, the great eagle king.
An old friend of Rama's father, Dasharatha.
That's right. He sees Ravana flying off with Sita, hears her cries for help.
And he tries to stop him, even though Ravana is incredibly powerful.
He does. It's incredibly brave. Jatayu is old, but he attacks Ravana fiercely in the sky. A desperate battle.
Loyalty and courage against brute force.
Exactly. But Ravana's too strong. He cruelly cuts off Jatayu's wings.
And the old eagle falls.
Falls to earth, mortally wounded. A true sacrifice.
Meanwhile, Rama and Lakshmana return to an empty hut.
Imagine their horror, their grief, the realization.
They search frantically, desperate.
And that's when they find him, the dying Jatayu.
He lives long enough to tell them.
Just long enough. With his last breaths, he tells Rama what happened. Ravana abducted Sita, flew south.
So Jatayu's sacrifice wasn't in vain. He gives them direction.
Crucial information. It channels Rama's immense grief into resolve, a burning determination to find her.
And that's really where this book leaves us, isn't it? Rama, heartbroken, but ready to begin the long, arduous quest south.
Yes, the search for Sita truly begins now. A whole new, darker chapter. You know, looking back at this deep dive into the Aranya Kanda, it really strikes me how destiny unfolds, even in these quiet forest moments, these choices, these seemingly small encounters. They all weave together to create these huge, monumental shifts. There's like karma in action, choices and consequences playing out, even for divine beings.
What really stays with me is that idea of strength. How this book shows us that real resilience, real character, it's not built when things are easy. It's forged in these incredibly tough times, facing loss, facing the unexpected, the unimaginable, when everything is stripped away. So maybe something for you, our listener, to think about. When faced with profound change, with loss, what does this ancient story tell us about finding that resolve within ourselves? Something to consider until our next deep dive.